So every time winter comes around, my blow-off valve always acts up. It either gets stuck like this, and the turbo flutters like this. So why does this happen every winter? Well, we have no freaking idea. And what is a blow-off valve? It's basically a noisemaker racers love to show off in car meets. With all jokes aside, it's to relieve pressure so your turbo doesn't grenade itself and give you a car that looks like this guy's. Now in this video, I'm going to show you 3 different solutions. The first solution is to re-grease and lubricate your blow-off valve. The second solution is to get a vacuum source from your intake manifold. And the final solution is to replace your RCV solenoid. So to remove the noisemaker, you're going to need a 3mm Allen key. Once you get this one loose, there's one directly underneath. That's going to be a little tricky. What you're going to have to do is push down on your radiator hose and get the Allen key right underneath and do the same process, lefty-loosey. If you have a catch can like me, you got to get this out of the way before you can remove your valve. So you're going to take a wrench, and over here, we're just going to loosen this. Okay, so you move the catch can out the way, and then you can pull out the blow-off valve. Next, what you want to do is remove the vacuum line. Just take a plier and just give it a little twist. What you do is just pull it out. That should be enough, and this is your valve. Alright, so let me show you around the valve. It's quite heavy, so when I push it, the spring should not be this stiff. There's a bit of resistance. On the back of the valve, there's 6 Allen heads you gotta remove in crisscross pattern. Once you do that, remove the back and the spring. Now we degrease with soap and water, starting with the piston in the back, the O-ring in the middle, and the front. Also, you want to clean off your spring and the back housing. So what I'm going to use to lubricate the blow-off valve is machine oil. So in this chamber, I'm just going to beat it around. What I'm going to do is try and lube this all over the internal. Take a couple and just rub it around the O-ring over here. And you want to... and tap there. Okay. There's an O-ring right in here. Don't forget to put just a little bit on and get the area that fully tight. This guy is back in action. Let's go back to installing this on the car now. Since we have the catch can removed, we might as well check how much oil. And wow! Look at that! Look at that. Hey, care for a sip? Guys, this is why you need a catch can. Now just do the reverse to mount your noisemaker back on. There's the 2 Allen heads and the catch can that gets bolted down. After that, start up your car and see if everything works. The vacuum line you want to tap into is to the left of the black and white check valve over here. What you want to do is get a T-fitting and a 5/16 hose, also a 3/16 hose for your boost line, and then clamp everything down. For your RCV solenoid, you want to cap this off. We won't be using our stock vacuum source anymore. The right side of the T goes to the check valve, which is this black and white unit over here. The left side of the T goes to your intake manifold, and then the middle of the T goes to the back of your blow-off valve. Whether you have Forge, HKS, or Synapse, this is how you do it. If your new intake manifold line does not work, that means you have a problem with your blow-off valve. But if your intake line does work, that means you have a problem, most likely with your RCV solenoid. Here we can take out the clip, the plug, and the cap. Now we can use a needle nose plier to get this vacuum line off. Finally, the trickiest part is removing it from the rubber mount. Once you get that off, just pull the vacuum line from the back and you're good to go. You can find a replacement from eBay or the dealership. When you do find one, the installation is the reverse of the previous process. Instead of capping, we're going to connect the top line to the blow-off valve just like stock. So these are the 3 solutions to fix your blow-off valve. And if none of these work, you should have got yourself the V6 model. Hope you guys learned something new, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you find this interesting. Thanks for watching.